So, hello everyone. My name is Sunita Rawat, and I've decided to be live today on my YouTube channel for the very first time. And I am so very excited for this live. So, three people have joined me. Welcome to my live session. And how will I know like who all have joined? Okay. Balash. Hi, ma'am. How are you? I want to learn English from you. That's great. Lovely to know that. For that, you have to contact me. My email ID is Sunita's English Adventure 2024 at the rate gmail.com. So, there you have posted your inquiry. There you have sent me your inquiry, and I'll share the details with you. I'm glad that you really like my teaching. Okay, so by the time more people will join, I'll just narrate a small story to you so that you would be able to learn few new vocabularies. Okay, so I have extracted the story from ChatGPT and I'm going to read it to you. So the title of the story is A Cold Morning. Ravi woke up early one morning. The air felt cold and he could see his breath in the chilly room. Winter was coming. He pulled out his warm sweater and wrapped a scarf around his neck. As he stepped outside, he noticed the grass was wet with dew. The trees had fewer leaves and the sky looked grey. Ravi smiled because winter meant hot tea, cozy blankets, and playing with friends in the cold breeze. He ran back inside and asked his mother, "Can we make some hot soup today?" His mother nodded and said, "Yes, Ravi, let's prepare your favorite tomato soup." The thought of the warm soup made Ravi excited. He looked forward to enjoying all the little things winter brings. So I hope you like the story and you must have come across few new words. And definitely, so winter is approaching even in our area. It's like really cold, but the kind of cold that used to be there in the month of November is no longer same, I would say, because of global warming maybe, right? So few more people have joined. Shobha, hi. Shailesh, hello. How I can interact with you? You can send me a request at Sunita's English Adventure 2024. So from there, we can schedule our session and have our first interaction. And if you want, you can also send request here and I can accept. Hello, Zubair, English with Shivans and Sebastian. Hello, how are you all? I hope you all have had your dinner. Hello, Nitya. CND NCS, what is the CND NCJSN? Hello. Scroll with me. Hello, hello. I hope you all are doing well. And this is my first live session. I am truly excited. If you have any questions for me, you can surely ask and I would love to answer. I'm so glad that so many people are joining. So we have 15 members till now in our live session. I'm so glad. I've never expected. And yes, here I want to thank all of you because we have become now a family of 2066 members. So that's a big achievement for me. And that was possible because of your support, right? Your love. So I'm really very thankful, very grateful to all of you. So keep on supporting and I'll keep on posting videos for you so that we both could be benefited. Win-win situation for both of us. English with Shivansh. I'm waiting your conversation video. Surely I've posted 2 videos today and not tomorrow, but maybe day after tomorrow I'll post another. I'm watching from Nepal. Wow. That's great. My channel is spreading really good. Sheikh Amir, can I improve my English by reading self-help books? Definitely, you can improve by reading, but you have to read whatever interests you. If you're really interested in self-help books, then you can surely go for it. And you should be able to understand and comprehend the meaning of words. then only you'll be able to learn. But if you are a beginner, you should start with some easy or simplified language books like children books you can start with. Hi, ma'am, how can I interact with you? You can send an email to Sunita's English Adventure 2024. And here also you can send a request, I'll accept if you want to join me in this live session. So come on, guys, ask me something, because it's kind of a one-way communication. Like, so that is why. Abdul Rahman, I eagerly wait to watch your video. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Okay. So you can also tell me, like, what do you expect from my channel so that I could work in that particular direction? Sebastian, I'm in England. Wow, that's great. I'm so glad that we're reaching across India, across borders. What time is it there now? It's 9:15 p.m. Sheikh Hamir, I watch your conversation videos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm from Bangladesh, Abdur. That's great. So people from different countries are connecting. We all are learning together. That's a wonderful thing of this community. We all are learning from each other and learning together, growing together. That's a wonderful thing. Sebastian, here is 3:38 p.m. Okay. Nice. Namaste, all of you. Namaste. How are you? So, any challenges you're facing in your journey? You can ask me some questions. Do you want to listen to another story? Sheikh Amir, how should I practice with myself? Tell me about it. So, are you a beginner? You have to let me know this first, that what level you are at. Oh, Pankaj, good evening, ma'am, all the way from Dharchula. Dharchula means it is in Uttarakhand, right? I am a beginner. Okay. So you want to know that how can you practice with yourself? So first, exposure is really important. Exposure. You have to expose yourself to different kind of English content, right? Through watching some videos, watching some TV series or movies in English, and you have to decide your genre, like whatever you like. If you like comedy movies, go for comedy. If you like thriller, go for thriller. It should be of your interest. You should enjoy the process. Other thing, listening. So you can listen to podcasts. You can listen to any of the videos on YouTube, but the condition is that should be in English, and that should be in the level of English you are at. Like it should be understandable to you, right? You have to choose the content wisely, and you have to be, conscious enough to in choosing the content. Like it should be understandable to you. Writing will help you a lot, because whatever vocabularies you are learning from watching and listening, while writing, when you sit for writing, you have enough time to think, okay? Because when we speak, we have to speak spontaneously, and we don't get much time to think. We cannot, wait for the translation from Hindi to English and then speak. So that does not happen. So writing would definitely help. When you sit for writing, give yourself a topic or simply journal your day, like whatever you have done in a day. At the end of the day, you can write about it, okay? So you'll have enough time to extract all those vocabulary that you already have in your mind, because sometimes it happens that we don't get it immediately. we need to little pressurize our brain. We need to think a little, you know, harder. So that is how we gain all those vocabularies. So this is how you'll be able to incorporate those in your writing and gradually in your speaking, because whatever you will write in your journal, then you have to speak it, then you have to read it, and then record your video like speaking all those content without looking at that. So this is how you'll improve. You have to keep on speaking. Speaking is the main part, because unless you will not make your tongue habitual to speaking, you'll not be able to be a good speaker. So that is why speaking is most important thing, and the continuous practice is really required. So there are a lot of things that you can try, and you have to find out the best practice for yourself. Try on try at different things and see whatever suits you best, whatever you feel best, and try on doing that. I hope I've answered your question nicely. Vishal, hello Pankaj. It's in Nepal side. Okay, that's great. Shailesh Patel, it is difficult to memorize words. How I overcome it? Okay, it is difficult to memorize. That's true. That sometimes it is difficult to memorize, but you have to follow a technique. Like if I talk about myself, then I have a whiteboard at my home, and whatever new words I come across or I really like, and I want to incorporate all those words in my speaking. So what do? That I jot down all those words on my whiteboard, and whenever I'm going, past by my whiteboard, I try to have a look at them. So I, reflect on those words again and again, so that I would be able to memorize those words. So this is one technique that I follow. And because see, every time we'll come across new words, so we cannot keep the same words on whiteboard every time, right? We'll have to rub it and then jot down the new words. So once you've done your what would I say, your one set of words, you're done with your one set of words for 2 days, maybe you can keep it and then write it down on a particular notebook. You can make yourself a dictionary of your own words, whatever you like and whatever you want to incorporate. So just note it down in those note down those words in the notebook, and then try on few new words. So this is how you'll keep on revisiting all those words, and this is how you'll memorize. So this is one of the techniques, and it is very important that whenever you come across any new word, you have to understand its meaning and then try to extract your own meaning out of it. For example, there is a word articulate. So you'll get a long definition of it on internet, that what articulate means. But when I first came across this word articulate, so what I've done, that I've extracted a simple meaning out of it. That whenever I want to say that I want to express something, whenever in any sentence I want to, include the word express. For example, I'm able to express my thoughts. So instead of express, I'll replace the word express by articulate. So this is my technique. Okay, I need not to memorize the whole definition. I have just memorized the synonyms of the word. So every time when I would have to say express, I would say articulate. So this is another way. I hope it helps. AGS Creation, good morning, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. NB Jagdish Reddy, hi, ma'am. I want to make conversation with you. Surely, I would love to have conversation. You can send an email at Sunita's English Adventure 2024@gmail.com. Zubair, hi ma'am, I'm from India, but now I'm living in Saudi Arabia and I watch your each and every video. I know, and I'm very thankful, and you even comment on every other video of mine, so I'm really very thankful to you. I am into this particular language last for only 3 months, ma'am. Okay, so you have been practicing this language for last 3 months. That's great. So keep on doing this, because learning never ends. Deepak Joshi, will you please recite us a story? I will surely do, but let me just go through a few comments. NB Jagdish Reddy, how to connect to you, ma'am? Please give me a chance to make conversation with you. Surely. I have mention my email, and you can go to my profile as well. I've mentioned there also. Your video with Ram was fabulous. Thank you so much. Vigyan, good evening, ma'am. Good evening. I know lots of vocabulary, but I can't use those while talking. What should I do and get rid of those kind of obstacles? Okay, so you know a lot of vocabulary but can't use. So, whenever you learn any new word, you have to try to make sentences on your own. First, you can refer to the sentences you get from internet, or you get from your books, or whatever sources you are using for that particular requirement, or whatever sources you are using for learning vocabulary. But you must frame some sentences on your own. Then only you'll be able to use all those vocabulary in your sentences. Salish, have you access of Josh Talk app? I don't use Josh Talk app. Shobha, hello ma'am. Hello Shobha, how are you doing? Give your introduction. So my name is Sunita Rawat. I hail from Uttarakhand. It's a beautiful place, and I live in a village here. And I am mother to two kids, and we are a close knit family of 4 members. I have a YouTube channel, that's Sunita's English Adventure, wherein I interact with people, I try to help them, and I try to practice my English with them. And my hobbies are to interact with people and to teach. So that's about me. I'm shivering a little because it's really chilly here. Uttam Paul, your pronunciation is very good. Thank you so much. It comes with practice. Relish your life. Hello, ma'am. Hello. How are you doing? Wow, I'm so glad 35 members have joined me. Couldn't be happier. Suresh Yadav. Ma'am, what is your qualification? My highest qualification is MBA in HR and marketing. Vidya Bhatt, will you take classes? I do take classes one to one, and very soon I'll announce my group classes as well. Monica, how can I know whether I'm a beginner or intermediate? Okay, that's a great question. To know this, beginner, I would say we call beginner those people who are like not able to understand or not able to frame sentences. So those kind of people are called beginner. And then there is a pre-intermediate level, like someone who can understand English but not able to speak. And then intermediate, who can understand but and can speak but fumble sometimes stammer or not fluent. Like that, it goes on. Relish your life. I'm doing great. Glad to know. Shobha, I'm fine, ma'am. I have questions: how to make good conversation daily, and how to improve while speaking. Grammar mistakes, it's big mistake I did. How to make good conversation daily? You can make good conversation daily by providing your brain some inputs. Like, if you want to speak English in your everyday life, then you have to watch some content where you can get those kind of conversation that you can use in your everyday life, right? For example, you have kids, or you go to gatherings, or you hang out with friends, then try to watch series. Like, there is a series called Friends, right? So there you can get similar kind of dialogues. And if you want to speak with your kids and you want to get those kind of dialogues, then there are many shows that are family based, so you can watch similar kind of content. So this is how you'll get a hang of everyday conversations. And about grammar mistakes, so I would say at every level we all make, some or the other grammar mistakes. So while speaking, we should not be very conscious of making mistakes, because mistakes are an opportunity to even improve more. Okay, so never be conscious for mistakes. English with Dishita, I'm a big fan of you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy about it. PPR Raman, ma'am, how many days did it take you to fluent speaker? How many days? I would say I've started 2 months ago, and it has been 2 months only that I've that I'm continuously speaking and practicing my English. So you can say like 2 months. But I don't call myself a fluent speaker because sometimes I fumble and some days I'm good. So I don't know about it. Vigyan, how to improve pronunciation? The best way to improve pronunciation is shadowing practice. When you watch any video, you can play one line, like when the one line ends, stop the video, pause the video, and repeat it with all the expressions, with all the intonation, right? Voice modulation. So you have to completely copy the speaker, and this is how you can improve your pronunciation. So pronunciation can only be improved by watching and listening because that is how you will be familiar with the right pronunciation of the particular word. Shobha, ma'am, my question. You have not completed your question. Abdul, thanks for your good advice. My pleasure. Abba Goni Ashok, how are you, madam? Your talking is very nice. I am great, and thank you so much for the wonderful comment. Vidya Bhatt, I want to join to your one-to-one class. What should I do? You can surely send an email to Sunita's English Adventure 2024, and there I'll share the details with you. Ma'am, what time is it now, your countryside? It's 9:30, 9:30. Creative Mega, how to improve English when you are alone. There are many ways to improve English, and it is very important to immerse yourself in English. Okay, बिल्कुल डुबो देना है अपने आप को इंग्लिश में. Okay, because I'm sure you must be in Hindi speaking environment, so that is how it is sometimes difficult to to improve your English, or you're not getting that kind of atmosphere. But you can build that kind of atmosphere for yourself. You can create the atmosphere. So how will you do that? By watching, listening, writing, and reading. So you have to do each and every aspect of it, and this is how you'll improve. You have to give yourself input, and output is also important. So whatever you are taking in, you have to bring it on your mouth. You have to try speaking. How many days a year did it take you to fluent speaker? I would say, first of all, the confidence is really very important. So I was confident from the very early years of mine, like from the very early age. Since childhood, I'm really very confident. So that confidence is really required. And when I've started this journey 2 months ago only, so there is no time period to be a fluent speaker. It is not time bound, I would say. You can be fluent in 2 months, 2 years. It can take 2 years also. So it depends how much time you are giving it. I'm giving English a lot of time because I keep on conversing with people through my YouTube channel, and I teach people. So I'm giving it a lot of time. So this is how I'm improving on my English. I'm speaking a lot. Sheikh Hamid, what should I do to talk about any particular topic? So give yourself some topic. You can, if you have some topics in mind, you can talk on that. If you don't have, you can extract some topics from the internet. Now you have given yourself some topic. Speak on it as much as you can. And if you want, so before speaking, you can, take some ideas from other sources as well, like from internet. For example, you're going to talk about my country maybe. So you can take some ideas from internet, from some videos available on internet, and there you will get some content, and you'll have some input in your mind, and then talk about it. Then structure your thoughts. First you have to start with introduction, then the middle part, and at last you have to give some conclusion on it. So initially it will be a little trouble for you, and you'll struggle a little, but later on you'll be fine with it. It will go smooth. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Same here. How to create an environment for English to improve? Same. I keep on telling this to people that you have to try every aspect of learning, that is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And speaking is the most important thing. Shobha ma'am, I have questions how to create Yari app. You have idea, ma'am? I want to join as well as this app is good if you have idea. Okay, so there is an app called English Yari. So you can download that app, and from there you'll get some subscription. Like there are subscription for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months maybe. So you can choose among them. PPR Raman, big fan, ma'am. Do you believe that one can get a big opportunities or can earn more by learning English language? Yes, this is the truth. Because there would not be this language constraint in your way. So you can earn as much as you can. And I myself am an example that I'm sitting at home completely. But through this language, I am earning very good. Vishal Moite, what's the price? Price of what? Aegis creation. Ma'am, you have done study named university. Okay, from where I've done MBA. I've done MBA from ITM University, Gwalior. It's in Madhya Pradesh. Vishal Moite of English Yari. The price, there would be different prices for different time periods. Like 1 month would be different. For 2 months, it would be different. But the subscription that I took recently, so I took a subscription for 1 month, and there were around 16 classes, I guess, and that the cost was around 4,000 rupees. That app gives money if we teach someone's. No, that app does not give us money. We have to pay them to interact with them or to take classes. Okay, so I'll narrate another story to you, short story. Nitya, ma'am, I able to understand, but I unable to speak confidently, ma'am. How can I overcome it? And can you tell me about some movies or books to improve English? Able to understand, but unable to speak. So you'll be able to speak when you'll practice speaking. So you have to start speaking now, like the right time is now. So you can start speaking right away, and this is how gradually you will be comfortable speaking. How can I overcome it? This is how you have to start speaking from the very first day, and the consistent practice is required. So maybe you can take out some 15 minutes, you can dedicate some 15 minutes to yourself and to speaking particularly, and gradually you will improve. So it will take some time. Can you tell me about some movies or books to improve English? Movies, I have watched few movies on Netflix. Like there was Yes Day, and one movie I'm watching. The name of that movie is that is TV series Elite, and like this TV series is also very famous. It's called Friends, right? So you can definitely watch them, and it depends on your area of interest too. So you can try on watching like different movies, and if you really feel interested in moving forward, then you can move forward if you are really able to understand. And if you are not really feeling interested in watching that movie, then switch to another movie. So this is what I do. I think that app, if we qualify so we can make career, yes, definitely. You can also apply as a tutor. Vishal Mohite, can we connect? Surely we can connect. You can send a request to Sunita's English Adventure to 2024. मैम मुझे इंग्लिश सीखना है। बिल्कुल सीखिए। और सीखना है, इफ़ यू वांट टू टेक क्लासेस देन सुनीता's इंग्लिश एडवेंचर 2024 पे आप मेल कर सकते हैं। आई विल गिव यू द डिटेल्स and surely you can watch our videos too. From there also you'll get to learn some or the other thing. Vishal Moite for video session. Yes, we can schedule a video session. Relish your life. The way you explain each and everything, that is fantastic. You articulate your thoughts nicely, ma'am. Thank you so much for the wonderful comment. Shobha, ma'am, are you English medium? Yes, I had been studying in English medium school all through my life, all through my schooling, graduation, and then post graduation. But there was not a speaking environment. Relish your life. I am delightful that I have interaction with you through live session. I am over the moon today. Same here. I feel so happy when you feel happy about it. Sameer ji, I am from Amravati. Hello, how are you, Sameer ji? Lalita Tiwari. Hello, ma'am. Hello. I just saw your video with Rini, ma'am. Really? Oh, she has posted. I'll also check right after the session. Did you like it? Uttam Paul. I am learning spoken English by YouTube video. Where will I get much vocabulary? First of all, we should not run after vocabulary. Whatever vocabulary you already have in your mind, first try to incorporate all those vocabularies in your speaking. So, the thing that matters the most is how well you are able to express, how well you are able to, make the other people understand what you want to say. So, don't run after vocabulary. It is not important to, have thousand of words in your mind. You can do with whatever you have now. But yes, keep on working on this, but don't be very conscious about vocabulary. Lalita, you're doing great, ma'am. It's always feel good after listening to you. Thank you so much. All these wonderful comments, it really motivates me, and that is why I anyhow take some time to be there on YouTube. So quickly, I'll narrate a story to you. Okay, so the title of the story is Snowy Surprise. And while I'm reading all these winter related stories, I'm feeling really cold. I can feel that cold. One cold December morning, Meera woke up and looked outside her window. To her surprise, the world was white. It had snowed during the night. The trees, roads, and rooftops were covered in soft, fluffy snow. Meera quickly put on her jacket, gloves, and boots. She ran outside to play. Her brother Aryan joined her, and they decided to build a snowman. They rolled big snowballs for the body and found a carrot for the nose. Meera used two small stones for the eyes and a scarf to keep the snowman warm. After playing for an hour, they felt cold. Their mother called them inside and gave them mugs of hot chocolate. Sitting by the heater, Meera and Aryan smiled and looked out at their snowman. This is the best winter morning ever, said Meera. So, how was the story? The story uses winter related vocabulary like snow, fluffy, snowman, hot chocolate, jacket, right? So, these are very nice vocabularies for beginners and that can really help them learn. Sheikh Hamid, your pronunciation is very clear and understandable. Thank you so much. It all comes with practice, I would say. सुपर मिस्टरी मैडम, हम भी हमें चैनल पर इंग्लिश में वीडियो डालते हैं कभी कभी. दैट्स ग्रेट. आई डेफिनेटली look for those videos. AGS creation. How to improve your English? That's a repeated question. You can immerse yourself in English language through watching videos like the the input is really required. So you have to give your brain inputs from wheresoever you can, right? So you can watch TV shows and movies, whatever you are interested in, you can watch those, but the condition is that should be in English and that should be understandable to you. So you have to, carefully choose your content and listen to podcasts so that you'll be comfortable in having conversation. And you can also try practicing writing and reading, so you'll find like whatever works for you. Try your hands at different things. I am Razel from Bangladesh. I follow you on regular basis. I have learned a lot from you. Sometime soon I would love to connect with you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you keep on watching my videos regularly. I'm so thankful. And yes, very soon we'll connect. You can surely send a request on my email. Savitri, hello ma'am. Hello Savitri, how are you? And how is the weather by your side, guys? These days, like winters are approaching and it's November. Earlier, it used to be very cold in November, but it's no longer the same. And I think global warming is the reason. What, according to you, must be the reason? Super Mistry, I'm going to work and parties English. Practice English. Okay, I'm going to work and practice English. Very good, very good. I hope you'll get your goal soon. I'm so glad that people have understood the importance of learning English, and there are countless people out there who are working upon their skill. It's so good. And we should not also be limited to this English language. You can definitely learn few more languages. Once you'll get that, hang of how to learn languages, you can learn as many languages as you can. I'm really very interested in Sanskrit language also. So very soon, whenever I'll get some time, I'll try my hands at Sanskrit language as well. Ajay Shankar, hi ma'am. Every day I used to watch your videos. Your videos are very inspiring to me. Thank you so much. I'm glad that those videos are helpful. Savitri, I'm watching your videos. Thank you so much. Everything depends on practice. Yes. Practice is really very important. You cannot do anything without practice. Be it anything, like we're not talking about just language, but be it anything. Hi Sunita, Arun here. Hello, how are you? Great to see you going live. Yes, I've tried this for the very first time and I'm really enjoying it. PPR Raman. Remember my name because I will be forever with your guidance. I don't why you have given me strength. PPR Raman, big fan. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I am able to motivate you and I am able to make some difference. So it's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much. Satya Maria, I'm reading 12th NCRT English book. I am not able to understand meaning of that book, but I can understand meaning of English conversation and lower intermediate speaker. What should I do? So if you're not able to understand books, I would suggest not to go with it if you're not really enjoying reading it. But if you can understand conversation, then go for conversations only, because that is what that will help you in conversing people, because the bookish language and the one we speak are totally different. And also, like, you can use chat gpt also. Chat gpt has vast benefits, I would say, and I use chat gpt for most of my English related questions, concerns. So if you want some help in English conversation, then you can definitely prompt chat gpt for extracting English conversation and some vocabulary, some sentences that you can use in your daily life. The way you're doing live doesn't look to me for the first time. That's because of the confidence. Even in solo videos, you can bring the nuances of conversational videos to the table. Yes, that's my talent. I'm not being overconfident. Relying on AI too much is not great, I believe. Yes, that is also true. We should sometimes stimulate our brain and exercise our brain to think. Not sometimes, but most of the times. But if you're not able to make it, or you're putting all your efforts but not able to make it, then surely we have to look for some help. So, ChatGPT is always there, and it's a true friend of mine, always helpful. You gotta give yourself the opportunity to explore that will stay forever in your mind. True. Right. English with Dishita. I'm also from Uttarakhand, and it's lovely to see someone from our community doing great work. Thank you so much. Even I also feel really nice when I see someone from our state doing really wonderful in any of the domains. So that's the beauty. We feel good about each other. It's not just about ourselves that I am improving, but we feel happy for others too. मैम आपसे पढ़ना है तो आप अपनी क्वेरी सुनीता's इंग्लिश एडवेंचर 2024 पे भेज सकते हैं और मैं आपको डिटेल्स सेंड कर दूंगी. Ma'am, I had a conversation with Hazel Paul, ma'am, and she suggested me to read and all, but I didn't perform well because of my hesitation. So please, ma'am, give me some suggestion that I want to join to you. Okay, so again, आप मेरे email, you can send an email to me. I'll share the details. आप कैसे हैं? मैं ठीक हूँ. आप कहाँ हो? मैं उत्तराखंड में हूँ. प्रेम बिहारी ऑल्सो दिल ध्यान रखना है. आई हैव बीन टू द लास्ट है ना. आई हैव बीन. I didn't understand. Vidya Yadav, hi, how are you? I'm good. How about you? Prem Bihari. The first bee in my life, you have been to your side, and the new year. I didn't understand. Query is urgent. I'm unable for the same. You from my end. Regards to the same team for your. Thank you. I want to friendship this time in the morning. You can tell me the same. I have to do the same team for my friend. Oh. Hannes World. Hi, good evening, ma'am. Is it same for everyone to learn English? I mean, will all have the same capability to grasp the language? So the answer is no. Everyone have different capabilities, different. I'm sorry. Different opportunities, different situations. So yes, according to your situation, you have to bring the best. So, yes. How to make the same team in my mind. Sheikh Amir, you should come on live every day because we are getting inspiration from your side. We're being inspired to learn this language. Surely, I'll try to be on live very often. This was the first time, and let's see. I'll be back super soon. Nitya's motivation, ma'am. I hope you'll take English classes for beginners very soon. Yes, you mean group classes, right? So very soon I'll announce it. Good to great. Do you believe that craziness at times bring the best out in someone? Every time any question pops up from your side, I have that smile on my face because I'm really curious to know. Okay, so do you believe that craziness at times bring the best out in someone? Yes, craziness, I can relate it to that craving. When you crave for something, you then put all your dedication into it. So yes, then you can bring the best out of yourself. Craziness is different. Craziness. Yes, craziness is like something that is on another level. Yeah, that is something like another level of practice, another level of research you're doing. You're totally into it and you forget everything. I hope am I right? I hope I'm right here. AGS creation, ma'am. Do you understand ODI language? No, I can't understand. Good to great. You got my question wrong. Okay. Shivani, what is your fees? That I'll share over email. Dinesh Kumar Yadav. Hi, ma'am. Hello. I think every day that I'll learn English from today, but I get busy in other work. So that means English is not your priority. So you have to keep English in your priority list or on your top priority. Then only you'll be able to work on it. PPR Raman, ma'am, I always watch your new video and it helps me a lot. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Suguna, hi ma'am. Hello Suguna, how are you doing? Ram, hello, how are you? Nilesh Thape, really ma'am, craziness, I heard first time. Yes, craziness means pagalpan. Good to great. What I mean by craziness is that when do people something like funny things which eventually happens to be their forte, would you appreciate it? I still don't understand. Avinash. Hello, Sunita. Good evening. Good evening, Avinash. How are you doing? Shweta, I'm good. How about you? Arun, I think we can have a conversation like separately, and then we would be, you know, better able to communicate because here I'm not able to understand. Avinash, I'm fine. That's great. PPR Raman, ma'am, how are your sons? They are good. They're keeping well. What is the meaning of supposed to and how used while talking to others in English? Supposed to means like I were supposed to do some. I were supposed to do some work, but I didn't do it. That means I've done something else, but I were supposed to do that. So I should have done that. So we use in sentences like, you were supposed to take the class. That means I didn't take the class, but I were supposed to take the class. That I should have taken the class. Ananya, I feel you should join clapping or English Yari as a teacher. I like the way you communicate. Thank you so much for this comment, but I still feel little underconfident about this. सुपर मिस्त्री मैम इंग्लिश हमारे लिए कितनी ज़रूरी है बहुत ज़रूरी है इफ़ यू रियली वांट टू ग्रो इन योर लाइफ एंड लैंग्वेज बैरियर्स नहीं रहेंगी सो दैट इज़ हाउ इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट Shivani Singh, tell me something about your class. I take both kind of classes like one to one and group batches. So I've taken one group batch till now, and very soon I'll announce my second group batch. One to one classes, I mostly focus on speaking part. So like I encourage my students to speak as much as they can from the very first day, and in the midway whatever mistakes they are doing I correct them throughout the session, and I help them in grammar as well. So I don't take grammar classes separately, but while they speak, I keep on correcting them and explaining the reasons. No, no, Arun, that's fine, but I think we can better have a conversation separately. That would be really interesting, because here it is not that interesting to talk on really something really serious or really, different. Let's start with broken to fluent English. Hello, ma'am. Hello. How are you? Ma'am, I really like your son making that pair of socks gulab jamun. That was so funny. And I think along with me, many more people would be able to cherish this memory forever. Yes, we'll catch offline, Arun. Let's start with broken English. Fees. Fees I'll convey over email. I'll just watch your handle this live. Sharsha. Nilesh Thap. Sometime I pause while speaking, so please give me some tips for that. If you're a beginner and you're taking a pause, then it's fine, because as a beginner, we need time to think, we need time to process our thoughts. It's fine. But if you are an intermediate and you are taking a pause, then you should work upon this. So you can, feed yourself a different kind of vocabularies and try making sentences around it. Try speaking, uh, you know, keep on practicing speaking. So this is how you can reduce those breaks in between. PPR Raman, ma'am, what I loved, always listen to the tutors and imitate all those things and try to use all the vocabulary which you come across it. Yes, thank you so much. And this is how we learn. Your listening skills should also be good. And imitating is the best thing that you can do to yourself, because through imitating, you learn a lot. You learn the sentence structure, you learn the intonation, the voice modulation, like everything, the meaning, the new vocabularies. So, imitation, shadowing practice is the very good practice that you can follow regularly. Vani, hi. Hi. You look so beautiful, ma'am. Really. Thank you so much. Let's start with broken to fluent things. S.A. Mastan, hi. Hello, how are you? Saranya, hi ma'am. Please explain, do we use has, had in a sentence? If yes, example. So it will take a whole different class to explain this. So let us spare this thing at the moment, and I'll make a separate video about this, and there you can see that. I speak English, don't have caught in my mind what I do. Can you try to put up your question in a different way? Do you want to say that you try speaking but you don't have words in your mind, or the words don't come to you? I say, Mastan, you're a good trainer. Thank you so much. Okay, so you try speaking, but words don't come to you. So for that, you need to provide more and more input to your brain through, English content. So you can try watching something in English, and like listening. You can listen to podcasts. So this is how you'll gain some vocabularies. You can read books of your interest. So you'll have some good amount of vocabulary with you, and then try speaking. Because every time when we stuck while speaking, so that is because of the vocabulary and because of the hesitation, the confidence. So you have to bring all these, then only you'll be able to be a effective speaker. Deepa, ma'am, I also want to have a session with you. Yes, surely you can send an email to Sunita's English Adventure 2024. Add me in your Skype. I would like to interact with you in English. I've already added, so I'll ping you once and then we can have a session. Gorkhe. Hi, ma'am. Good evening. I'm your new subscriber. I watched your videos and that's helped me a lot. Love from Darjeeling. Thank you so much for subscribing and, being the member of our family. And please keep on watching videos, keep on learning, and keep on motivating me. Thank you for your beautiful advice. My pleasure. Okay, so it's time about to end the session here. So if you have any more question, you can quickly ask. I'll quickly answer and then I'm going to hit the bed, hit the sack. What sweets love from Kerala. Thank you so much. Ma'am, how did you get that strength? Strength of what? Strength of speaking? Deepa Jha. Your inspiration for us. You are inspiration for us. I'm so glad that you're getting inspired because this is my topmost motive that I want to inspire people. Ram, congratulations, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I'm really eagerly waiting to have another conversation with you. Vani. Could you recommend any books to enhance our English? I'm really not into books. Every time I open any book, I end up being sleepy. So I'm really not into books. I tried reading The Alchemist and The Power of Subconscious Mind, but I'm not able to continue with it. So I'm stuck at a couple of pages. But these days, like I'm trying to use Chat GPT for my reading practices. So whatever mood I am in, I'm a kind of mood driven lady. So if I'm really in a mood to read something related to weather or to read something like humorous, so I'll just prompt ChatGPT to extract me a story that is humorous, and I also mention the level for the level I want that story. So just I go by that and I read and I really enjoy because that is what I wanted to read. So that's the new thing I'm trying these days. So I don't read books, but I take help from ChatGPT. And this is how I do. Zubair, do you have any advice for those learners who really want to learn from beginning? If you want to learn speaking, so you have to speak from the very first day. Okay? So whatever you know, you have to try on speaking. You have to think in English also. And try immersing yourself in English through watching, listening, reading, and writing. Okay? Expose yourself to English. Hang out with people who are good speaker or who can give you a good influence. Zubair, do you have any advice for those learners who really want to learn from the beginning? Same advice for everyone. They have to try their hands at different things and they themselves have to find out like what things are best for them, and once they find that thing that works best for them, for example, for few people this watching videos really helps. For someone, reading really helps. So you have to find your way of improving on this language and just go by that. Gorkhe, sure ma'am, thanks. Nityas, ma'am, will you take live every day? If you take means it will be helpful to everyone whoever wants to improve their English. I cannot commit that I will take live every day, but I will try to take live once in a week. Tell me about yourself. How did you learn English in beginners at the beginning? I've started this journey 2 months ago. So I have been speaking since then. Like I've been speaking for 2 months and regularly on regular basis because I've created this channel 2 months ago, and from then I've been connecting with people interacting with them in English. I've connected many tutors as well, like on English Yari. So this is how I'm doing the regular practice of speaking, and this is how I am improving. And meanwhile, I also watch movies in English. I don't do it a lot, but yes, whenever I get some time, I watch some content in English. I listen to podcast. Not much into reading and writing, but yes, watching and listening and speaking, the most important. Nilesh, madam, I have a dream to have a conversation with you. So you can make that dream come true by just sending an email to me. Deepa, nice, you're doing well. Thank you so much. PPR, how did you get the courage to start a conversation with tutor for the first time? I had that courage, like from always. So it was not difficult for me to start a conversation with tutor, but I had an instance from my past that once one of my subscriber that she sent me an email to have conversation with me, but she was far better than me, like at conversing and at English. So I was really very nervous. And when she sent me that email, for 2 days, I didn't reply to her email. So it took me 2 days to think about whether I should go for it or not. So after 2 days, I gathered some courage to reply her that yes, I'm ready and we can have a conversation. And when I was about to have that conversation with ma'am, then I was really very nervous at that time, but I jumped into that conversation without thinking anything. And I felt really good after having that conversation with her, because it went really well. At the beginning, I was really nervous, but this is the thing, that whatever you are fearful of, you have to get into that fear. You have to try that. If you are fearful of speaking, you have to try speaking. You have to jump into speaking. Then only you'll be able to overcome that fear. So I was fearful of speaking to someone who is better than me. So I jumped into it. I did it, and now I am not fearful at all. I'm really confident with speaking anyone in front of me. Anupam Pandey, ma'am, I want to know fee. You can send an email to Sunita's English Adventure 2024. I'll share the details. Moncha, hello, is your subscriber. Thank you so much. I'm your subscriber. Thank you so much. After 4 to 5 sentences, I get stuck. Okay, so maybe you must be running out of ideas, like what to say next in conversation. So you can get help of some movies, some TV shows. So from there, you can get a hang of daily conversation, and then you can get some ideas which you can incorporate in your everyday life. Ingwing, hello ma'am, hello. Fluent Mantasha, can I connect with you ma'am? Surely you can connect. You can write to me at Sunita's English 2024. English with Bablu, how are you ma'am? Can you recognize me? Yes, I know. How are you, Bablu? Vishal Moite, suggest some movies ma'am to improve. I would not like to suggest any particular movie, because it happens that maybe I like that movie and you might not like. So you can try like different kind. You can try watching different movies, and if you really feel like going further, or feeling like you're really interested in that movie, then keep on watching. If you're not really interested, switch to another movie. So try your hands at different things. Because in case of me, I'm not always in a mood. If let's suppose somebody has suggested me a particular movie, and maybe I'm not in a mood to watch that kind of movie, so I'll really get bored. So I'll watch whatever I feel like. You're welcome, Mantasha. Vani, how much time for English speaking? You can dedicate at least 15 minutes for English speaking every day. Vishal Moite, which is your favorite movie? If I would say from Bollywood, then my favorite movie is Norway, in which Rani Mukherjee was the lead heroine. In English, Yes Day. was one of my favorite movies. And I really like those zombie movies and horror movies, but I don't watch it alone. I like crime stories as well, but later on, I feel really scared. Global English Quest, hi, nice to see you on live. Thank you so much. I'll try to do this really often. PPR Raman. I hope you'll have a great life ahead. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'm going to have my dinner. Thank you. Thank you so much for being the part of this live. You can go. Thank you so much. Rashni, ma'am, I know you have lots of work to do. You are always occupied with sort of things. I want to know that English is always in my mind, but when it comes to speak, I have to think a lot and translate in mind. Thank you so much, first of all, for understanding my situation and resonating with me. I'm really thankful. And as you've said, that English is always in my mind, but when it comes to speak, I have to think a lot and translate it in mind. So that translation should not be there. You have to think in English, you have to think in the same language. So you have to provide yourself more and more inputs, I would say. So try immersing yourself in English language. You'll get more and more inputs. And whenever you are facing any difficulty, try taking help from someone or the online sources, right? So let's suppose I'm finding difficulty in, framing a sentence. For example, मुझे बर्तन धोने हैं. So I don't know like what to call this in English, and maybe I have no idea, like no clues. Then I'll surely take a help. So I can take help from Google. I can take help from ChatGPT or maybe someone who is really good at English. So they'll tell us that you can say that I'm doing the dishes, right? And once you will bring that to your mouth that I'm doing the dishes, you'll practice this sentence. So from the next time onwards, you'll be able to, it will like flow from your mouth easily. Murugesh, we need more conversation videos from you. I've watched all your videos so far. Thank you so much. I'll keep on posting. 360-degree Monet. Do you come live every day in this time? Happy to listen to you. I don't come live every day. This was my first live, and I'll try to come very often. Let's see how it goes. So those who haven't liked this live yet, they can, please like the video, please like the live. Prinda Vinesh, good night, ma'am. Good night. And I think I should also go now. It's time about to hit the sack. So it was lovely seeing you people here in this live, and I thank you, all of you, to participate in this live with me. It was a wonderful experience for me, my first experience. So it was really wonderful. And very soon, I'll be back super soon with another live session. Okay, then good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Drishti. Okay, so time to leave. Thank you so much, everyone, once again. Okay.